Amisha Vora, Joint MD of Prabhudas Lilladher, also joins in on the show. Amisha, what's the client conversation right now? Are you advising your key clients to start investing? And if so, the tilt is towards large caps, or broader markets look attractive enough now?
So it is like this, that your question is whether I'm advising them to start buying, assumes that they are not holding. So I think most of the people were holding. So from trading perspective, yes, we have seen a decent rally already having taken place. So from 7450 or around that level, no, from trading perspective, I'm not asking them to add. But from investments perspective, with a 4 to 5 or 5 to 7% kind of a downside, keeping in mind, we are advising to accumulate. We were doing that even around 7,000 and below 7,000, and we continue to hold that view.
Amisha, there has been a clutch of laggards in the large cap space which have started moving. Assuming some of your clients are holding, some of the clients want to put in fresh money. What in the large cap space looks attractive? I was looking at the list of ideas, and there are a bunch of large caps and mid caps out there. Tata Motors, L&T, these stocks have been beaten down, are starting to move up. Are these good investment candidates?
Excuse me. Yes, see, we have been also more focused on domestic consumption. Tata Motors is an exception to the general domestic driven and domestic consumption theme that we have been talking about, and largely because of the fact that we believe while China is a little bit facing problem for JLR, the US distribution and US product launch is really helping them, and the stock to us continues to look very attractively priced, looking at both their further product pipeline and continuous US rollouts. So we continue to maintain a bullish stance on Telco, Tata Motors. Larsen, I think that, frankly, we have been proven a bit wrong in last 1.5 quarters. But after the correction, the huge correction that it has taken place, we believe that it now continues to look good. We hold this view against a lot of others who have taken a very negative stance on Larsen, but we believe that their margin contraction in this quarter was also due to a lot of one-offs, and maybe one more quarter of pain, and then the stock will start delivering very good returns.
Amisha, you also like Dabur as well as Britannia, and I'm guessing this is on the back of the thrust that we've seen on rural spend and expectations of good monsoon next time around, that you're liking these rural plays, both Dabur as well as Britannia.
So Britannia has been in our top pick for a very, very, very long time, and just about for a couple of months that we became little cautious looking at the run that had happened in the price, about 3,100, 200. But once again we find that the company should do very well, not only because of the domestic consumption thrust, which is a rural thrust which is there now, but we believe that some of the areas of India where the distribution was not so strong, they are aggressively rolling out, so they are gaining market share, which is depicted in last so many quarters, which will continue aggressively. Not only that, with little hiccup which we do see in the sugar price, but the rest of the things, whether wheat or milk, is still benign in terms of their raw material, and we think that the dairy business is also shaping up well. So we feel that continues to look well, and I will just add that we are also bullish on SmithKline Consumer, and that also looks very interesting to us.
Okay, let's talk about some.
Amisha, give me a high conviction or a high conviction stock idea from your stable where you think that earnings are about to revive and valuations are still on your side.
I think ICICI Bank is one of the stock which is under our coverage. Earnings may revive from next year, not in immediate 1 or 2 quarters. But I think that the way first move happened on Jaiprakash, a lot of moves of divestment we think will happen in some of the key groups where they have large exposures. and that will first start easing the issues or worries around their asset quality. Of course, the provisioning aggression will continue over next couple of quarters, but then looking at the other subsidiaries valuation and the core valuation for the bank, I think that over next 1 year or 1.5 years, this stock will give extremely good returns.
Okay, Amisha, really appreciate your time and glad you could join us. Thank you for your thoughts.